Hello and welcome to our Disney tag Q&A video.
Hi guys.
We were tagged by Mark and Jem, our friends, who don't live too far away, and we're going to hang out with them at Alton Towers very soon.
Very excited for that.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to that. It should be a good day. Throughout this video, I'm going to have to keep looking at my phone because that's where I've got the questions, and there's no way I'm remembering 18 questions off the top of my head. Without further ado, let's get straight into the questions. And the first one is, when was your first time at Disney World?
That's easy. Same. Oh no, yours was before mine. You went before me, didn't you?
Yeah.
I forgot you went when you were a kid.
So my first time, I went at Christmas and New Year, 1998, 99. And then
June last year.
Yeah,
for
June.
Us for my 24th birthday.
Yeah, it was my second time there, so I had a gap of 18 and a half years between trips.
Do you remember much of the first time?
Yeah, I do remember quite a bit, because I would have been 12.
Alright, so yeah.
Yeah. So I've got quite a lot of memories. It's not like I don't remember everything really clearly or anything, but I remember a few things.
I remember being awesome.
Yeah, I remember it being really cool. And then there's lots of photos that we've got of mum and dad's where I'm wearing various embarrassing clothes that my mum used to dress me in. And even more so for my sister. My sister won't allow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Vicky won't allow any
No,
of
don't
the
put that on.
pictures online. She'd never speak to us again. Okay, so question 2 is, what is your favourite park at Walt Disney World?
Oh, I've got 2. I don't know, I can't have 2. Magic Kingdom, obviously, because Magic Kingdom, I waited basically 24 years to go to Disney. It was my dream. I've always wanted to go. And that's the vision that I had as a kid growing up and what I wanted to see when I got there.
Yeah.
But if we take away Disney and just see them as a park in themselves, I'd say Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, my answer's pretty much the same as Stevie's on this one. I think Magic Kingdom, if you just say theme park, Magic Kingdom's probably my favourite theme park in the world. But I also really like Animal Kingdom, and Animal Kingdom doesn't feel like a theme park. It is a theme park because it's got rides and stuff there.
It's more relaxed, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just got a really kind of chilled atmosphere there, and there's all the animals and stuff as well, and all the animals are in lovely big enclosures, and you can go on the safari, and you can go
shows.
The shows,
live musicians, all that kind of thing.
Yeah, and you can go to Rafiki's Planet Watch and see all the conservation work and stuff that they're doing there as well. Yeah,
there's just loads of different things to do if you're not purely into just roller coasters or rides. I think it's a great park.
Yeah, you could easily spend a day at Animal Kingdom without going on any rides and have plenty of stuff to do.
Yeah.
So the next question is, what is your favourite land in the Magic Kingdom?
Oh. Does Main Street count?
You can have Main Street. We'll let you have Main Street, I think.
Main Street just because of the view as you're walking up to the castle, and again, expectations from a child, I fell in love with it. But if it's not classed as a land, I'm giving like 2 answers for everything. If it's not classed as a land, Tomorrowland, because of my interaction with the robot there.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that, and that's where I saw Stitch as well. But that's just that's not because I like them because of that area, that's because I like them because of an experience that I had and a feeling that I had when I was there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Rather than your memories of those lands.
Yeah, rather than the actual land itself.
That makes sense.
If it was the land itself, then probably still Main Street, actually.
I think mine, I love the atmosphere on Main Street as you enter the park, and you've got like the citizens of Main Street there, and you've got the Dapper Dans playing on Main Street as well.
I really wanted to see the Dapper Dans.
We caught we caught like the last 2 minutes of Dapper Dans, and they walked off.
I was so excited to see it. It's all I've been talking about the whole run up to the trip, and we never once got to see an entire show.
Yeah, we literally caught the end of a show, and that was it.
Yeah.
We didn't catch them again for the whole trip.
Hi there.
There's a special guest appearance by Max.
Hi, do you want to say hello and then you can go in your bed? Who's that?
What's your favourite Disney park? Why are you licking the table?
I think it's probably Animal Kingdom.
Do you
can
like
run
Animal
around
Kingdom?
with all his friends. Can't you? I think you're going to have to go out right now. Lovely.
And a brief interruption, brief dog stop play.
Yeah.
For a few minutes there. I was talking about Main Street USA, and I don't know, I think Main Street USA, maybe Frontierland as well. I like Frontierland. I think
Yeah.
so. I think I'm going to go with those answers.
I like the rides more in Frontierland. There's more attractions.
Yeah. Got Big Thunder
Yeah.
and Splash Mountain as well.
Splash Mountain. Love Splash Mountain.
Yeah, but save that.
Okay.
There's questions related to that later on in the quiz.
Splash Mountain!
Now the next question is, what was the first Disney movie that you saw in the theatre or cinema, as we say here in the UK?
I had to actually Google this in terms of what films came out first, because my memory and dates, you know, it's awful. I can't remember dates that things happened.
No, you don't.
No.
Memory for dates and
It's awful.
things
It's
like
really
that.
bad. Well, you're like photogenic's not the word anyway.
No.
What's the word? Photographic memory, but with dates, if that makes sense. You're really good at that. Anyway, off topic.
Quite good at remembering statistics.
Yeah.
Good to have on a pub quiz team.
I think my first, by looking at dates online, I think my first movie might have been Mulan. I think it lines up. I definitely saw it in cinemas, and I would have been about 5, I think we
Sounds about right, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I think that was my first one that I saw.
Mine was The Lion King, 1994.
How good's that?
My dad took me and my sister to watch The Lion King while Mum was at work. Or in fact, I think my mum had worked a night shift, because Mum was a nurse at the time, and she worked the night shift overnight, and then she wanted a day of sleeping.
I can imagine she would when you were around, to be honest.
So my dad took me and my sister out to the cinema for the day, and we watched The Lion King.
He's still very hyperactive. I'm pretty sure he's exactly the same as he was when he was a kid.
No, I'm super chill.
No.
Super chill.
No.
I'll chill. Okay, the next question is, what type of Disney item do you collect the most? I wonder what Stevie's answer is.
What could it be? I don't know, because I have quite a lot of teddies as well.
You've got quite a lot of teddies.
I've got more traditions now than I have teddies. It used to be teddies.
They're not Disney teddies though, most of them.
Yeah, I suppose.
These like this lot here.
Do DVDs count as a collection though?
I'd say you've got more traditions than you have Disney
You reckon?
DVDs.
Really? That's a problem, isn't it?
Don't go counting them.
That might be,
we ain't got time for counting, guys.
Either traditions or DVDs, but I do like my Disney teddies or plushes as well. What about you?
In terms of Disney stuff, it's probably this like park memorabilia, I think.
Yeah. Or cinema cups.
Yeah. Keeping it classy with the cheapo plastic cups that we give you in Cineworld, where there's a new Disney film or a Star Wars film out. Got a load of Star Wars stuff from that.
Oh yeah, I've got a few Sums as well.
Yeah, I got some Sums that Stevie's got me at various bits. She's got me all the Up characters because I love Up.
Yeah, there's some little bit.
That's it.
You're not as much of a collector as I am.
No, I do like my park memorabilia though. And that's not just Disney parks, I just like theme park memorabilia in general.
Yeah, you've started like building up a bit of a collection this year, haven't you? With with the Merlin annual pass that we've got for the UK parks.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Yeah, we've got loads more to get as well.
We have. Okay, the next question is, what Disney voice character would you like to meet the most?
Oh, I like that one. Oh, I'm going to have a think. You're going to have to answer that first.
Yeah, Genie, Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Sadly no longer with us.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, Robin Williams was a big fan of Robin Williams. I'm a big fan of Aladdin and Genie as well.
Yeah, you like Aladdin. I don't know, you know.
Pressure's on for Stevie now.
I really don't know. There's so many. But I don't know most of the real names, I just know the characters.
Yeah, you're more about the characters than the actors who play the characters.
There's Eddie Murphy plays Mushu in Mulan.
Oh yeah.
So probably Eddie Murphy, yeah, just because he's one of the few that I actually know the name of. Oh no! Tom Hanks!
Are we including Pixar then?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll include Pixar. We'll let her off with Pixar.
Tom
Mostly because
Hanks.
I want to use some Pixar for questions later on.
Yeah, Tom Hanks or Eddie Murphy, but I love Tom Hanks.
Okay, the next one is, what is the most underrated Disney movie?
Oh.
You should be good at this one. You're the Disney movie expert. This is where I thought I'd struggle.
There's a few. I could like roll off quite a few. But the one that I usually mention to people that they haven't seen or ever bothered with is probably Emperor's New Groove. I don't hear it mentioned a lot. There's not a lot of merchandise for it in the parks. Yeah, I think Emperor's New Groove. Not a lot of people have really watched it that I know.
Yeah.
People know of it. There's loads of people that have watched it, but it's the one that doesn't get mentioned very much at all. But I think it's really funny. It's not your typical Disney film, but it's got some really comical moments in it. I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Mine would probably be Big Hero 6, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Because I know you've got the Baymax meet and greet in the parks now. So certainly in the US, kind of the visibility of Big Hero 6, Big Hero 6 is kind of growing a little bit. I think in the UK
it didn't kick off very well, did it?
No, certainly for us, we had almost like never heard of Big Hero 6, and then we kind of stumbled across it while we were out shopping for some DVDs one day. It was like, Disney film? What's this one?
Yeah, we just picked it up and watched it, and it's really good.
Yeah, it's really good. Really enjoyed Big Hero 6. It's a great film. You need to check it out if you haven't already watched it. Next question is, what is your favourite Disney hotel? And
we've not been to any.
We haven't stayed in one.
We've never even been to one, like to visit while we're there.
On our next trip, which in the coming days you will hear some news about, so stay tuned on that. But no news yet, we'll tell you in a few days. While we're there, I think we want to do a bit of resort crawling. We're not staying in a Disney hotel, but we want to
we can't afford
explore.
it, it's so much money.
Even to stay in a value resort, you're looking at least kind of an extra 500 quid on top of the price, which in the context of a Florida holiday, an extra 500 quid isn't that much, but that's £500 extra that we could have to spend on stuff while we're there, like food and memorabilia from the parks, and I'd rather spend it on that because
the hotel's just somewhere where we sleep, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean the time we barely spent any time in the hotel while we were there last time, to be honest.
It's been like one afternoon in the pool there, and that was it.
Yeah, we'd had a day, I think, where we'd absolutely battered it at the parks for a few days, and then we went to Universal Studios in the morning, and then we were just kind of completely shattered from the parks. The camera interrupted me mid-speech then. It has this feature on the G7X. There's a maximum length that it allows you to record, so I'm going to have to remember that as we're recording the rest of this video, because I don't want it to cut me off mid-question again, because I've lost my flow now. Yeah, we stayed off property last time, and we barely spent any time in the hotel. We were generally doing kind of like 12, 14-hour days in the parks, and then we'd go back to the hotel, get changed, go for a meal, go back again, go to bed.
Yeah,
that was it. And then we get up again in the morning and go to the park. We weren't even having breakfast in the hotel for the most part. We were having breakfast either on the way to a park from, say, Denny's or IHOP or something.
Yeah.
And or in some cases, I think we ate at Starbucks, Animal Kingdom a couple of times.
Yeah, same at Universal as well. There's a little patisserie
the patisserie,
there.
Beverly Hills patisserie on the just near the entrance in Universal Studios. It's quite tasty. If money wasn't an object, I'd like to stay in a Disney hotel one day, but for the time being, being at the parks and everything else
outweighs the want for a hotel.
I think so.
Yeah, I would adore, I've spoke to you so many times about it, I would adore to stay in a Disney hotel, like the Poly or Wilderness.
Yeah.
I love animals, so they'd be, what I think is they'd be right up my street. I've never actually been inside. I've seen pictures and videos and vlogs.
I think if you love animals, Animal Kingdom Lodge would probably be the best one.
But my heart melts thinking about it, and I really do want to do it, but we just can't. Not in the situation we are at the moment. Maybe in the future, hopefully, if we have a win on the lottery.
Yeah. Or winning the lottery, or we both get a massive pay rise or something.
Hopefully one day.
Yeah. I think just to give an answer for this question, for my part, I'd probably say the Poly. I love all the videos that I've seen of the Poly, so it's got a really nice vibe about it.
Plus, Ohana, Stitch.
Do love Stitch. You can tell. Can you see the giant Stitch behind us? I think it's cut off. Yeah,
I have seen it before though, it's in a previous video.
Yeah, you've seen Giant Stitch before when we unboxed it. Okay, the next one is favourite ride, Disney World.
Out of all the parks?
Yeah.
So it's not including Universal, is it?
No,
just Disney.
Just Disney.
I've got a really itchy nose, guys.
Don't be one of those people, Stevie, that
Don't be
says
one of those.
that is Universal part of Disney World.
No, it's not. I know it's not.
Can I use my magic band?
I'm thinking
Universal?
Florida rather than Disney, and I should be thinking Disney.
Disney.
Splash Mountain. 100%. I adore it.
Probably say Splash Mountain as well, I think.
Yeah, but I also love Flight of Passage.
Flight of Passage is really good. In terms of like the experience, there's nothing comes close to it that I've ever been on in terms of a motion simulator, VR. It's not VR, kind of VR. Motion sim kind of rides. There's nothing else that I've been on that's as good as that.
And the bonus, it doesn't make me sick.
Yeah, usually motion sims make Stevie really nauseous.
Yeah.
And
I was fine.
Flight of Passage doesn't.
But
as a ride.
Yeah, the feeling that I got on Splash Mountain, I was so happy, I was singing along, I adored it. And I can't wait to get back on it.
Yeah, on Splash Mountain's probably the thing that I'm most looking forward to about going back to Disney World, that I get to go on Splash Mountain again.
I'm meeting Tigger.
I'm meeting Tigger.
Again.
Not looking forward to queuing to meet Tigger again. That was the longest queue of the entire holiday last time.
But I got
it was like an hour and a half for Tigger, and then we didn't even meet Tigger.
I got to bounce to Tigger and he broke my sunglasses, and I can say that my sunglasses were broken by bouncing Tigger.
Yes. It was nice when we actually met Tigger eventually on the second time of trying. It was a nice experience.
Yeah.
The first time, when it was Stevie's birthday.
I was so annoyed.
And it was just before we got engaged as well. I think we got really angry at each other because we've been stood in a queue for an hour and a half waiting to meet Tigger and Winnie the Pooh and then go for a meal and then get engaged.
You don't do waiting in lines very well.
I don't know, I'm usually alright waiting in queues, but there was, in that Winnie the Pooh and Tigger queue, there's very little to keep you occupied. It is, like you talk about cattle pens in queues sometimes.
Yeah.
And that was the most cattle penny queue that I'd been in at Disney. Usually the queues are really, really well themed, but they tend to do that a little bit less for the character meets in general. Particularly that one.
The princesses I believe are quite well themed, but I'm not big into meeting the princesses. No. It's not for me.
That Winnie the Pooh and Tigger meet and greet, it is just. It's just a roof outside and then a zigzag rope that you queue up in for an hour and a half, and then Tigger walks off because it's time for Tiggers to go and have a nap.
But I was really happy when we got to meet him.
When we eventually met Tigger and Winnie the Pooh, we had a much shorter wait because we timed it really well, just as they'd come back from a break, and it was fun.
We've gone so far off on a tangent.
What are we on about here?
Rides.
Favourite ride, we've been talking about Tigger for the last 5 minutes.
I didn't think you would have said Splash Mountain, I thought you would have said it's Small World. Or do you just like annoying me with that? That's your thing.
One of the main reasons that I like Small World is because it really irritates you.
That's lovely.
One of my favourite pastimes is irritating Stevie.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
Because it's very entertaining. I love you, by the way.
I love you too. Okay.
But I do love Small World. It's a really charming ride, but Splash Mountain, just the way, the length of it. Like, you can queue up. I mean, so just talking about queues there. But I mean, to be fair, every time we rode Splash Mountain, we did fast pass it, so we didn't have to queue for too long. But the fact that the ride itself is over 10 minutes long, you feel like you've got your money's worth out of the queue when you go on a ride that's 10 minutes long. Okay, the next question is, what is your least favourite ride at Disney World?
It's a small world after all.
Oh, you can't say that.
I can. That is definitely my least favourite.
Least favourite ride?
I don't know, it was like, I loved it for about a minute. It's a Small World. And then I'd really had enough.
I love Small World.
If it was a shorter ride, I'd like it. But I think that's kind of part of the charm of it. It being a longer ride. But I can't. I have to tune out. I have to take my mind somewhere else.
I think for me, I don't know. But were there any rides that I really didn't like? To be honest, this is going to upset a few people, I think. But probably Peter Pan. It's and that's not that Peter Pan's a bad ride. It's just because I know it's a classic Disney ride and everything, and I'm really upsetting Disney purists by saying that it's my least favourite ride.
Yeah.
But it's always got a massive queue for some reason. Thankfully we got a fast pass for it, and I think if we had queued up like an hour and a half for it, I would have really hated it.
I think I would have been disappointed if we queued up an hour and a half. I don't think I would have hated it, but I think I would have been very disappointed.
I think, yeah, it's quite a short ride by Disney standards, and it had a few nice bits, but it didn't really have that much about it, I think.
It was a nice ride, but
yeah.
it wasn't amazing, I don't think. I'm sorry.
No, it's definitely better rides at Disney World. Another brief interruption because I had to change the battery in the camera because it was flashing low battery at me.
Oh no.
On to the next question, which is, what is your favourite show at the Disney parks?
Does that include fireworks?
Yeah, I think so.
Really torn between Happily Ever After and Festival of the Lion King.
You can say both.
Yeah.
You're having both of them.
But for participation wise, Festival of the Lion King, it was really good crowd participation. I like the big massive animatronics and stuff as well that they had.
I had a monkey picking bugs out of my head.
Yeah. And we got to all be an elephant.
It was fun, Festival of the Lion King.
Yeah. I'm going to say that as my favourite. I always dreamt of seeing Wishes, and unfortunately Wishes was gone by the time I actually got to go. So I think that put a bit of a dampener on the fireworks for me, but I still loved Happily Ever After. But because it wasn't what I wanted to see my entire life. But it was still great. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But I think if it was Wishes, that would have probably took first. But I still love. I sat and watched Happily Ever After 3 times and loved it. It's just Festival of Lion King.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep banging on the table.
No, you're making a point. You're making a decision. You're down with it.
I'm down with it.
I think mine was probably, I don't even know if it was a permanent show. It was there, but it was there while we were there.
I know what you're going to say. I forgot.
It's Music of Pixar Live.
Yes. Can I change my answer?
Are you saying that as well?
Yeah, I completely forgot. It was amazing.
Yeah, Music of Pixar Live was really good.
Yeah. Again, crowd participation. The little green army men in the crowd from Toy Story. You had the characters from Up there. You had Buzz and Woody. You had the live orchestra. You had the films in the background. Oh, it was brilliant.
They had it all.
It was so good. I can't believe I forgot. I'm very sorry, I forgot your favourite show.
Yeah, that's alright.
Oh, it was so good, guys. Yeah, definitely that.
Okay, and the next question is, what is your favourite attraction that is no longer at the park?
I think the only one that's no longer at the park since we went. Oh no, there's 2, isn't there?
Yeah, the Great Movie Ride's gone.
And Stitch.
And Stitch's Great Escape, which is not universally loved by Disney fans.
Great Movie Ride.
Yeah, Great Movie Ride would be my favourite. Other than that, Alien Encounter, which is what Stitch was previously before it was rethemed as Stitch. Because I remember that from my previous visit back in '98. I did enjoy that at the time as well, and it's a shame that I didn't get to experience that again. But to be honest, as much as we love Stitch, I don't miss the Stitch ride. I don't think I'm going to think, oh, I wish the Stitch ride was still in.
No, I enjoyed it. I'm glad I did it. But I know it's meant to, but the smell in there knocked me off food for like a whole day. I couldn't eat any of the theme park food, it knocked me right sick.
Yeah, was it
right sick.
Stitch's chili cheese dog burp?
Yeah, oh, that was nasty. I proper struggled. Every time we went near any hot dogs in any of the parks, I couldn't touch them. I was the same, everyone was going nuts about Casey's Corner and telling me, really, go there, the hot dogs are amazing. But I went there after that ride and I couldn't. I gave you my hot dog, I couldn't eat them. I just ate all the chips.
I could eat the hot dog.
Yeah, you could eat the hot dog, it didn't bother you. But all I could smell, even though it was only the slightest bit of that smell, that's all I could think of when I smelt it.
Stitch burp.
Yeah, and it put me off the food. But I did enjoy the ride, but no, oh, that was horrible, that smell. I'm looking forward to not having to smell that smell again.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'm not going to miss that. I think Great Movie Ride.
Yeah.
Is the ride that we'll miss.
I'm so good we didn't film that while we were there.
We thought at the time, like, we won't bother filming it, we just want to kind of take it all in. But it turned out to be the one and only time. In fact, I might have gone on the Great Movie Ride in '98, '99, but I don't really remember, to be honest. But definitely for Stevie, it was the only time that she ever went on it. And it's probably the only time that I ever went on it, but I can't remember. Monorail or ferry?
Ferry.
Yeah, Ferry. Like the little cruise across the lake.
Yeah, the sea
Seven
breeze.
Sea Lagoon.
Seeing like everything.
Yeah.
Past it. It was right. Yeah, blah, blah. It was really nice.
I think we only went on the monorail once. The first day we went to Magic Kingdom, we got the monorail from the Ticket and Transportation Centre.
Do you know, I don't even remember getting on the monorail.
It was just because you were that excited, I think, to get to
Was it?
Magic Kingdom.
I remember seeing the castle.
Yeah, we definitely did get on the monorail because it's on video from the day that we went there.
I think I just cried when we got onto Main Street.
Yeah.
It was a mess. And I don't cry much, I'm not a crier, but...
Just like your emotions have erased your memory of the monorail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer Ferry. Okay, the next question is, what is the saddest moment in a Disney film?
I know that part straight away. I know what your answer is as well, but mine's different.
What's yours?
Fox and the Hound, Todd being abandoned. Every time it breaks my heart. I can't do it. I don't think I've watched the film for about 8 years, and I love the film, but I don't think I've watched it for about 8 years because it makes me blubber so bad. I just cry my eyes out.
Yeah, I don't watch that one very often.
No, it's such a good film, but I can't. It's the music that plays as well. It sets me off. I can't do it. No, it makes me sad even talking about it. I know what yours is, but I won't spoil it.
Yeah, it's the beginning of Up. That first 10 minutes of Up. It's just got more sadness crammed into it than anything else that mankind has ever made. Fantastic film, by the way.
But we struggled to watch it.
It's just, it's absolutely heartbreaking, the start of that film. No, let's move on. Let's
get
on
happy
from
again. Happiness.
No, not so much happiness. What's your favourite Disney villain?
Ooh. Oh, I like that one. Ah. Oh, you go first. I've got to think.
I'm going to say Jafar, just so so I can do the Jafar Jaclos meme. Just if you've never seen that before, just Google Jafar Jaclos on Google image search, and then thank me later when you're giggling.
We still giggle about that 3 years later. I want to say Scar.
Yeah, but Scar's a good one, I think.
Yeah, I like Scar as a villain, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I can go with that.
Oh, there's loads I could pick from, but I'm going to say Scar, and I might have a different answer if we do this again next year.
Scar
and the hyenas.
Yeah, and the hyenas.
The old one.
Yeah.
So Banzai, Shenzi and Ed.
Usually Stevie asks me to name the hyenas, and I can never remember Ed.
Yeah.
Sorry, the other two hyenas.
What are the names?
Shanzi.
Shanzi?
Banzai. And Ed. Shenzi.
Just carry on with the questions.
Dave.
Dave
the hyena.
What would the hyenas' names be if you could name them? Ed, Dave, and...
Fred. I don't know. Let's move on.
This is why I'm with you.
What's your favourite Disney princess and prince?
I'm not big on my prince and princess. I do enjoy watching the films. I enjoy Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty, all those.
You're not massive. You're not a princess girl.
No, I'm not. I'm more into me Disney animals. Does Moana class as a princess?
I know she's like the daughter of the chief, which is kind of like a tribal princess, I guess.
I really like Moana or Mulan.
Yeah.
I guess the more tomboy princesses I quite like, and Merida from Brave.
Yeah.
Again, same kind of thing.
Merida.
Prince, Simba.
Yeah.
I don't think I can have that, but I'm going to stick with it.
I'm just having Simba and Nala as my favourite ones for that. Because I'm not... I'll watch the kind of princessy films, but I'm more into the Disney animal films.
Yeah.
And Pixar.
Well, it's Pocahontas as well. I quite like Pocahontas.
Not that I don't like Pocahontas, but my sister was obsessed with Pocahontas when we were growing up, and she used to watch it about 15 times a day. So I got like Pocahontas overload syndrome.
My brother probably relates to you quite a bit with that.
Yeah.
I used to watch Pocahontas so much.
Okay, should we go on to the next one?
Yeah, but I'm still thinking of princes.
That's enough princes. You don't need to think of any princes because you already got.
Oh, I knew you were gonna do that.
If you could live in any world from a Disney film, which one would you choose?
There's so many I could choose.
Should I just answer while we're waiting for Stevie's brain's kicking.
Go on.
Up. They mostly sort of hang out with Doug, because Doug's awesome.
Yeah, Doug is awesome.
Doug's my favourite character of the whole kind of Disney universe. You're not Pixar. We're having Pixar.
Yeah, we're having Pixar.
Yeah. Hang out with Doug, that'd be awesome.
I'd say, because I'm a gamer, even though it's not my favourite film, it's a great film, but it's not my favourite film by a long shot. Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah,
Because I'd never be bored.
Wreck-It Ralph would be cool.
I'd just live inside all the games.
Yeah, lots of stuff to do at Wreck-It Ralph. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good choices there, I think. Now, don't open Apple Pay. I don't want Apple Pay, I want the questions. Stupid phone. And the last question, number 18.
Oh, the last one.
Yeah, we're on question
Oh.
18.
I was enjoying this video. We need to do another Disney tag. This is good.
We do.
Tag us in more Disney tags or Florida tags or... Tag us in more tags.
Tag us in more tags, people. The last question is, if you could say anything to Walt Disney right now, what would it be? Cheers, Walt. Ta, mate.
Well, yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Cheers.
Did he ever imagine for the whole Disney brand to become quite as big as it has now?
You need proper things to say.
I'd ask him all about, like, I've watched all the films, all the documentaries, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'd ask him from his little workshop with his like couple of employees, even when it was just him and his brother. Did he ever expect that these little animations to become as massive and as global as they are now, and to affect so many people? Yeah,
that's a pretty good one. I want to know. I don't know. I'd want to know if he likes where Disney is now in terms of all the kind of other IPs that it's brought up along the way. So things like Star Wars and Marvel and everything. Whether that's the direction that he saw Disney going. Not that I'm not particularly for or against it either way. I love Star Wars and I'm not a huge Marvel fan, but I like quite a lot of the Marvel films. But be interested to see if Walt thought that was a direction that he would have taken the company in if he was still around.
I've got a little fun question I'd want to know.
What?
Just ask him what his favourite Disney film is now. Get him to sit and watch all of them.
Yeah, he would sit there and watch all the Disney films, Walt.
But what his favourite film is that he's not being a part of.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
So we're going to leave it there. Oh, before we do that, we need to tag 2 people to do this.
Oh. Well, who did Mark and Jem tag? Because I can't remember. Us, obviously.
Yeah, us.
And who was the other? Because we're all kind of in the same circle.
It was Disney on Wheels was the other one that Mark and Jem tagged.
I'd say Happiness and Sweet Tea.
Yeah, Happiness and Sweet Tea, or Wendy with an I. Who's a good friend of ours and she always leaves us lots of lovely comments.
Such a nice person.
Yeah, Wendy's lovely.
I'd be quite interested to know her answers as well.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'll tag Shari Gledhill. Tag Shari. We like Shari. She's another lovely person.
Yeah.
Another one of our little community of Disney and theme park fans that we've met over the past few months. So yeah, you have been tagged, Wendy and Shari.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing your answers. Assuming you haven't already been tagged by somebody else and you've already seen a video. You've already done a video and we missed it. I don't think we missed it. But yeah, you've been tagged anyway, and we'll put links to those channels down in the description as well, for those of you who don't know Wendy and Shari already. Go and check out their channels. From us, that is all of our Disney Q&A tag questions.
And tag us in more tags.
Yeah, tag us in more tags.
The very fun.
Tag us in more tags. That amazing phrase, amazing use of the English language. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already to follow our adventures. Don't forget, we've got our 500 subscriber giveaway going on at the moment.
We have.
That will be happening live on Saturday night.
With an extra prize on the live video.
Extra special bonus prize only for people who are tuned in live on Saturday
night.
Well,
a chance. Not for everybody.
Yeah, not for everybody. You don't get. There's no prizes for turning up. There's a prize that will be drawn for the people who do turn up.
Yeah.
So we'll see you there. In the meantime, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye guys.